Okay, guys, I'm back now. And that's when Madison was just emotional about many stuff. She was just sitting there driving, and over the sudden, she just said, "Guys, this is really serious what to talk about." And that's when she said, "I'm just thinking about letting you guys go home." And that's when he said, I'm just feeling bad, you guys. Just that I cannot really take this no more." That's when Juan he got really disappointed and shocking. That's when he looked at Henry. And that's when Henry was looking, and he felt it and shocked and disappointed too. That's when he said, "I'm just so sorry. I just cannot really take it no more." That's when he looked at Henry, and that's when Henry did like this. That's when Henry did like this, and that's when he set his arms all the way down to the floor of the car because he felt it sad and emotional. That's when Juan did like this. At bedtime, everyone else went to sleep. Juan was still disappointed. He was up a little bit at the middle of the night. Half of the night he was up. And that's when Juan was just thinking a whole lot. He couldn't express himself how he feels. And that's when he looked at Madison. That's when Juan looked at Henry. Henry was sleeping with a whole bunch of seeds in his mouth. That's when Madison was sleeping with a whole bunch of seeds in her mouth. Like they were doing. That's when Henry was saying, and that's when Madison was saying like. That's when Juan, he put up his covers. He turned to the side where Henry was sleeping at. And that's when Juan was having a whole bunch of covers on his head. And that's when he sat down on his pillow. He closed his eyes. That's when he smiled and he closed his eyes. Madison was washing her coat. Her sweater. The one where she be going to the gas station and she be pumping the gas and stuff. It was that sweater. She put it in the washer. She opened up the washer door. She put her sweatshirt in there. That's when she closed it. That's when she was turning on the washer. And that's when it says on. That's when she switched the button to on. That's the noise of the washer. That's when Madison, she stand up, and that's when she looked at Juan. Juan was on his phone, still thinking. And that's when she just smiled, and that's when she known that Juan just got a little bit disappointed. And that's when Madison looked down, and that's when she said, she did a sigh. Sigh says. That's when Juan looked at Madison. Madison was sitting crisscross applesauce in his bed. A little bit of crisscross applesauce. That's when Juan looked at her. And that's when she said, Juan, I know you're feeling bad, are you? And that's when he said, come talk, okay? And that's when Juan just put his phone down. Then he went up to Madison. That's when she said, Juan, I know you're feeling quite bad. That's when he said, that's him right there, just sitting up, just listening. That's when Juan was saying, it's just like a whole bunch of stuff in my mind. It's just like, he was more disappointed about going home just because of that ghost. It's all because of the ghost. Makes her fear worser. Worser. That's when he said, I just cannot go home because of that stupid ghost. And that's when he said, hey, Juan, it's just that Madison asked me, I'm only 15 years old. That's when Madison was saying, listen, there's a whole bunch of stuff that I have been going through. Buying the hotel, making sure you guys are having something to eat. Just all of that. Pretty sure we'll just be okay. That's when Juan said, just be okay soon. That's when they were leaving in that day. After when Madison and Juan talked, that's when they were leaving to go home in that day. They were going home in that day. And that's when... Hold on. Excuse me, you guys. Burped it. But that's when Juan was throwing away stuff from the fridge. He opened up the fridge, then he opened up the garbage. That's a long time ago stuff, what they thrown away when they first went to the hotel. It was milk, the shells of the eggs cracked, and the blue thing is the milk top, and that's the chips from a long time ago what was Juan and Henry eating. They were all ripped up. That's when Henry just a little bit opened up some more of the garbage bag. The green thing's the garbage bag. That's when Juan was saying, that's when he opened up the fridge. He threw away the stuff, all of the stuff, the pop, the soda, the milk, the sausages, the bacon. He threw away all of that. That's when he said he was getting ready to put the eggs inside the garbage, the bag. And that's when he said, and that's when Madison was saying, throw away the eggs too, we don't need them. That's what Madison was saying, and that's when first Juan said, huh, and that's when Madison was saying, make sure to put the eggs in the garbage, and that's when he said, okay. That's when he said, huh? That's when she said, put the eggs in the garbage. That's when he said, okay. And he closed up the garbage bag. That's when you went up to the trash, the garbage cans, in the garbage cans outside of the hotel. Those are boxes everywhere. That's him walking. That's when you opened up the garbage, and that's when he set the garbage in. That's when garbage was in there. That's when he just did a sigh again. That's when he went away. That's when he said, that's when Madison was saying, okay guys, getting ready to leave? And that's when he said, yeah, they were more worried. That's when he said, okay, go on out. Can see this part right here. Juan was sitting right there. Madison was right there. Because Madison told Juan when he was getting ready to put the eggs in the garbage. I know Madison was saying that throw away the eggs, but else she was saying that make sure to save 3 waters. Because just in case that they if they're hungry or if they're thirsty, they can drink a water. And Juan got marshmallows just in case that they want to snack on something sweet or if they're starving. You can see this part. Juan's just standing there. Then Henry opened up the door. That's when Juan turned his whole face, and then that's when they went outside of the door in the hallway of all of the rooms of the hotel. And that's when Madison was looking around to see if everything's okay and if they didn't leave anything. And that's when she was looking, and that's when she closed the door. That's when she got her key and she sticked it in there and locked it. And that's when she looked at it. Okay guys, getting ready to cut this off. Another clip now.